Hey everybody, this is DangerMan, and we're going to go for a walk.
Alright, we're playing 3 flag territory. I've tried to give these guys instructions on what to do.
And you see this map with the white dot? That represents me and the path I take, and I'm going to show you the beauty of being subtle in paintball.
I don't know if they're going to listen or not.
Now you see the map at the bottom? I faced it in the exact direction that I'm walking in, so that you can get a clear perspective. You know, I've mentioned in videos where I don't like first-person video, I like perspective shots. Well, in the absence of a cameraman being able to shoot a perspective shot and give you a perspective of myself and the people I'm shooting against, this map might do the trick. And it did take me a long time to create all these dots.
So I'm going to do a classic flank, work my way around the outside of these guys.
You see the 3 flag stations? The 3 flag stations represent 3 territories down the middle of the field that can be claimed. The team that has the most flag stations claimed at the end of the time limit wins. So the flags on the pulleys can be drawn up and down, back and throughout the game by whichever team is dominant. You hear me in game here, I'm kind of meandering about how I just am perplexed how players don't use the full field.
I heard somebody go over here, so I think they know I'm making this move now.
Now, I think my audience is pretty smart. You can guess what I'm doing, right? You can see what this is happening already. I'm not even bothering with the flag stations right away. And it's almost comical. Now this 3 flag territory system was designed by myself so that players who are new to the game, who like to think, hey, I'm going to protect the flag station and stay in the back, they can't do that if they want to participate. This forces all the players to come out to the middle of the field and fight it out. If you want to do something that's worthy of your teammates, you have to get out there and either shoot your gun or run up and grab a flag. But you can't sit in the back. It won't do any good for you. However, maybe in this case it might have helped, because I've now successfully roped around their line. I could cut in at any point, but I wanted to get cute here. I wanted to come right up their back door. Now, one of the players, one of my buddy's friends from UPS, they know I'm behind him. He's really point of coming after me, and he's trying to get his team to come with him to help him. But for whatever reason, he's been unsuccessful, and he's kind of taking me on man to man as I'm trying to get around. And to his credit, he knows that if he can neutralize me, problem solved. And what my thoughts was, well, okay, if he knows I'm here, then the whole team should know I'm here. But as I'm playing against him and I'm shooting at him, I'm realizing their whole team doesn't know I'm here. So I'm now semi-content with this maneuver still. I'm hoping that it still can play out. Because let's face it, if I give my position away, and I kind of have, this one person, has got an eyeball at me now, and he's tangling with me. If I give my position away, then the whole team can come crashing down on my head they just have to turn around. But they're not doing it. And like I said, I could have cut in at any point there and just kind of cut into their side, but I didn't want to flank them. I wanted to get truly behind their lines. I wanted to be, straight up evil. I think that this doesn't have an opportunity to play out on most paintball fields. Most paintball fields, you can't pull this. They're so narrow. But again, as I've sang the praises of this particular field at Paintball Action Games, there's another field also that you can do this. It's wide. It's very wide. It's huge. It's long and it's wide. Many paintball complexes are, they have their woods ball field that are kind of like speedball fields in the woods. And I'm not knocking that. But one of the beautiful things about capture the flag, CTF or center flag, or even in a game like this, is allowing players to actually punch through lines. And that's incumbent on field operators to create fields that allow players to do that. And you can do that with a narrow field too. If you just kind of put up a wall somewhere, create false bottlenecks, things like that can take place. Now here's another reason why it's great to go all the way to the back. And this is like a little rule I've set in my mind. When I'm going to flank a team like this on a field, and I've done this at various fields, I want to get all the way to the very back line. Now, why to do that? The reason you go all the way to the back, come on, you know their answer, right? Because if you get all the way to the back, then you know no one's behind you. You know that you've actually got to a point where no one can get behind you as well. You know, if I cut in from the side, someone can insert, you know, at the last minute, or for whatever reason, or I could have missed somebody. Some kid could have been hiding behind a tree, scared for his life because he didn't want to play the game of paintball. And then when somebody walks in front of him, they shoot him out. These things happen. But you're going to see me get a player, and this is kind of funny, not right now, but very soon. Well, just bear with me. Now, here I am on the back line, and I'm still tangling with, and I think his name is Brian. And spoiler alert, I get him. I'm tangling here with him for the last time before I finally make my move to the back where I'm coming in up behind everybody. And this little discussion I've had with you about how you want to get to the back tape line in a flanking maneuver, you're going to see exactly why it's important very soon. By the way, that was really decent of him. He called himself out. How many players do you know from that far away would call themselves out? I wish paintball had more players like him. Very ethical gameplay there. Okay, pay attention closely here. As I approach their back line here, you're going to see a player running in front of me. This is my friend Matt. He just got in the game. He was refilling his tank. He had gun problems, whatever there was. As soon as he gets in the game, I shoot him. This is terrible. This here illustrates why you run to the back line when you're flanking like this. Had I just cut in from the side, I probably would have ran in there nose to nose. He could have alerted the entire other team. It would have been a gun battle instead of me just here I am telling the ref, you know, I had no choice. Well, as you can see, I thought about it, but I made the choice that, you know, anybody in a do or die situation would. But here's what the lesson I want you to learn. The tape line is the truth teller. No one can flank you when you run the tape.
One shot.
That's it, look out.
And here's the payoff. This is what you stuck around all these 6 minutes for. Some of my teammates are on the road now. They're out of play. That road represents out of bounds, okay? The way we play the rules there is if you go into the road, you can run along the edge of the road, and we're cool with that. But if you pull the trigger out there, we'll call you out. That's what a ref will do. So you can run along the edge, so to speak. Like right here. But I'm not in the road here. I'm still on the field of play. Now I am behind a guy who's in that side center castle. And I'm now showing my teammates who are now like, wait a minute, who's that guy over there? I'm showing them my green armband without yelling, letting them know. Now courtesy, look at that, right in the leg.
In the leg. In the leg.
And somebody was glad I was on their team. So here I am going to pull this flag on the flag station, set it. And now I'm going to take position on my side of the field again. So, yes, I could have been a true and utter bastard and shot everybody up. But I just, you know, I guess I just wanted to show it could be done. And the reason for this is because there's players that have asked me on the channel, can you do a video for players that are big and we don't move around fast? Well, here you go. This is your proof. You don't...
Just hold out, guys. All we got to do is hold position.
Be able
we got
to
this.
Run fast.
Just hold position.
You just need to be able to play smart.
Let him shoot all the paint he wants. He can't do a thing. Let him shoot all the paint he wants.
So we're just riding out the clock here. Shot him.
That didn't take long.
I think there's a kid that pops up over the top of this tube here, and I would have liked to have made him pay for that, but I missed him. Right there in that tube. You see him popping up his head? There's not much that aggravates me more than people coming up over the top of bunkers like that. It doesn't make any sense. There's Aaron getting hit, the ref. All right, well, hopefully this little map made it a little more interesting for you, and you stuck around with me for this little discussion. And it just goes to prove, you know, you can flank easily. Hey, if you're an ongoing subscriber, I must thank you right now. I genuinely appreciate your support. By sharing my videos on social media, emailing my videos to friends, things like that, it's a big help. And in addition to that, if you want to come out and play with me and you're on the East Coast, you know, just find the major events. You can find me on Facebook and ask me where I'm going to be. You can come out and play with me or against me.
Good game, Green.
So again, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate everybody coming back to the channel. I am back.
Good game, Blue. Good game, Blue. Good game, Blue. Good game, everybody.
You came around so quick. They just let you by.
That was fun.
Yelling from like halfway. I saw you walking on.
I'm glad you didn't tell Maddie that I was there.
I was gonna say, I pointed to you. I didn't verbally say anything, but
I was like, I don't want to get into. I was like, I was thinking about it. I was like, I have to shoot him.
I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna go back of the head.
No.
It's too much for any man.
DangerMan is sponsored by 187pb.com, Patchwork, Inception Designs, and Ninja Paintball. And you may now support the channel by donating. Thank you.